Hey everybody, welcome back. Stephen here from Northwest Small Batch Brewing, and welcome to Single Malt Sundays. And thanks for joining me to share a dram of whiskey here on this Sunday afternoon. Slight change. You'll notice I'm using my other microphone, or maybe you don't even notice. But the one I was using, I'm not real happy with it. The sound quality, just is not what I'd like it to be. So at any rate, we're going to give this a try and see. So this is the Tamdhu. And this one is a Speyside whiskey. Let me give it a pour here. Boop. And get that going. So a little bit about this one. It's been around a long time. For some reason on my whiskey journey, honestly, I hadn't really heard of it. It's an interesting box, interesting bottle. It's kind of beveled on the sides. At any rate, it's a Speyside out of Scotland. Can't talk today. It is a 12-year-old whiskey, 43% ABV. So no, not exceptionally high, but I don't really worry too much about that. I'm okay with the lower ABVs. No coloring added. This is what according to what they say, this is the color that comes out. So that's kind of interesting. We don't know if it's chill filtered. My guess is it could be because of the lower ABV, and because they don't specifically say on the box anywhere that I noticed that it's not. And usually if it's not, they like to say because they want that to be like a checkbox that they check off. So this is obviously a whiskey that, well, maybe it's not obvious, but from the color you might be able to tell. This is finished in sherry butts. This is finished in Oloroso sherry. It's interesting. I've tried whiskeys finished in Pedro Jimenez sherry, and I prefer the Oloroso. Oloroso is a little bit less sweet. You definitely have on the nose on this, I mean, it's all sherry. A little bit of spice there, not much, but mostly just a lot of fruit, like dry fruit and sherry that you normally get from a sherry finished whiskey. It's a nice nose, smells good. Not super like gentle going down. For a 43% you would expect it to be. What I like about this one is the finish. It's a nice fruity, mouthfeel, but on the palate. But then the finish, it kind of explodes, with the fruitiness and the sherryness on the finish. Now they say, now I'm getting definitely honey now. Definitely getting a lot of honey, sweetness and honey on top of that dried fruit. They say that there's a hint of smoke or peat smoke. I'm not getting that. The honey, the sweet honey is almost overwhelming. It's funny because a lot of times they'll say, "Oh, there's peat smoke" or "There's some smokiness," and I don't see it. By the way, shout out to the lady Fermenter. I'll put a link to her channel. Make sure you check that out. She does a lot of different kinds of home brewing stuff. She sent me this cool little dropper because she noticed I didn't have one, and I was using my fingers. So this is cool because you can really control, how much water you put in. And this is distilled water that I'm putting in. Pretty cool though. I've been wanting some kind of water dropper, and that is exactly what I needed. Ooh, the nose did not improve with that. I'm not surprised with the 43%. Yeah, I don't think water really improves this one. I didn't expect it to. There's not much to proof down on this one. Yeah, I would not add water to it. At any rate, this is a really good whiskey. I hope you don't get the impression that it's not good. Because it is. It's fantastic. I think it's a good price. At least it was when I bought it. So I would definitely highly recommend this one if you haven't tried it and you're into sherry finished whiskeys. It's definitely a tasty one. Hey, I'll be back next week for another whiskey, and thanks for stopping by. And until then, sláinte.